political Babylon today. I'm getting into religious Babylon and asking you to come forth from it. That the whore is sitting upon the government. It's riding on the back of the government. Government-sanctioned religion. Tax-exempt religion. That the government allows to go on as long as it conforms with what the government wants. But as soon as you start preaching the truth, you're not going to be government-sanctioned anymore. You're not going to be tax-exempt. That's how it works. Verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, which happened to be the colors of the Roman Catholic Church, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So, in these two verses we find out a couple things. Whatever this woman is, or this whore is, she has great wealth. She's decked in purple and red, which is a sign of wealth. She has a golden cup in her hand and pearls, full of abominations. She's very wealthy. She's very beautiful on the outside, but inside she's full of filthiness and abomination. So she has an outward appearance of goodness, an outward appearance of being beautiful and wealthy, but inwardly she's full of filth. If you do a history study on the Roman Catholic Church, and it's there, you're not going to get it from a Roman Catholic school, and they're not going to tell you this on TV, or even probably on the History Channel. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. They have a very bad history. Study the Reformation and what they did to the Christians that were reading the Bible in the Reformation. Study the history of what they did by selling indulgences to people. One of the reasons Martin Luther came forth and started, Protestantism. They burned people at the stake for having Bibles in their houses. It was illegal to have a Bible under the Roman Catholic Church. In fact, it was illegal to even hear the Word of God spoken in your language. It was only spoken in Latin, so no one understood it. You basically just did whatever the Roman priest told you to do. And they took advantage of the people, and they became very wealthy. They took control of a lot of lands. They killed a lot of people. It's just a horrible history. It truly, if you take their history alone and take what Yeshua said, judge a tree by its fruits, can a bad tree bring forth good fruit? No, it can't. And that their tree of fruits had been exceedingly bad throughout history, and they're very wealthy also. And we find out another thing. It's written right on her forehead. A name was written, Mystery Babylon the Great. We get two things here. It's a mystery of who this woman is. It's going to be a mystery, and it still is now, even though there's people that know it. There's still a billion Catholics. If they really knew what the Bible said about it, I think they'd come out. That's why I'm doing this video. It's a mystery, which mysteries aren't easily solved. You have to research them, study them. You have to do an investigation. It's affiliated with Babylon. There's a Babylonian connection with this mystery. It's the mystery Babylonian religion. I know what it is. And she's a mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So it wouldn't just be this one religious system. Other religious systems would come off of her. Do you understand that? She's a mother. She's the head system, and then other religious systems will be broken off of her. So she has children. Verse 6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Very key that people miss here. John's seeing this vision. He's seeing this vision of this whore, this wealthy woman with Mystery Babylon written on her head, drunk on, with a cup full of gold, filled with filthiness and abomination that causes everyone to commit fornication on the earth against God. And he wondered with great admiration. Why would this holy apostle, this holy prophet, admire such a thing as this. I can give you the answer if you want to receive it. You know, in verse 7 it said, "And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns." The angel tells him, hey, why are you marveling? Why are you admiring her? I know why. Because she had the name of Christ written on the front of her. You see, it's a counterfeit religion. It says it's a mystery. Now, if someone makes counterfeit money, they're going to try and make that money look exactly like real money, aren't they? But if you get a magnifying glass and you get down and you start looking real close, comparing it with real money, you're going to start finding all these differences. Well, this isn't over here, and why is this here, and why is that here? That's what I'm doing here. I'm running an investigation. I'm running a comparison with what the Word of God says and what the religious system does. Because I think it's a counterfeit. Because it is a counterfeit. It's a counterfeit religious system that Satan set up to deceive people, that was prophesied that was going to happen in the Bible. Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Verse 6. "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and the 10 horns." Another identifying mark. She's drunk with the blood of saints and with the blood of martyrs. She's literally drunk. Well, you see, the Roman Empire killed a lot of Christians. Granted. When you realize that the religion that the Roman Empire was following was transferred into a religious religion, so you had the Caesar under the Roman political religious system. Under the religious Rome, you had the Pope. So the Caesar just became the Pope. He was still the supreme leader, and all the pagan icons that they had now were transferred and became religious icons, which they called Christian. It was the same system. They made a new image. They made a religious image of an old pagan image because they didn't want to give up their holidays. They got, that's where you get Christmas and Easter. Easter is a pagan name, Ishtar, which is a fertility goddess. That's why it's in the springtime when everything comes back to life. And December 25th was Saturnalia or Mithra, where Mithra was supposedly born, a pagan god. So you're going to force Jesus into these pagan religious systems, and you're going to ignore God's holy days that He gave in the Bible, including His Sabbath? See, that's why they changed the day of worship to Sunday. The Sabbath is Saturday, the 7th day. But see, in Rome, they worshiped the sun. So Sunday became the main religious worship day. And in Daniel it says they'll change the times and the laws. It says that the beast and the false religious system would change the times and the laws. See, my Bible says God doesn't change. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. You have changed Him with your religious system. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, it's a mystery. But He says, I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns. I'm not going to cover the beast. That's another sermon. I understand who it is and what this is all about. But we're concentrating on the religious system, the whore of Babylon, that's riding on the back of the government political beast system. That's what we're trying to do. So we're going to skip down here to verse 9, because he says, I'm going to tell you the mystery of the whore in verse 7. So it's not going to be a mystery after we get done with this chapter. And if you refuse this, you're not refusing me. I'm not judging you. This is the Word of God I'm reading from here. This has been known. It's not spoken as much as it should be. That's why I'm doing this video. This has been known for hundreds of years, what this is. I'm just conveying the information to a modern, deceived, apostate church. And, showing them from the Word of God where they should come out of their false religious system. In verse 9 it says,